Welcome back to Let's Play Diablo 2 Resurrected with me, Jerupidus. And now we are back on normal difficulty, back in Act 5. And you might be wondering why we're doing that. I thought we were done with normal, right? Well, not quite. The first order of business is I want to identify all this stuff that Bale dropped. But we have one more thing to do on normal difficulty before we head into Nightmares. So let's start off with identifying all our stuff. And I doubt anything is going to be useful to me, but maybe the Gothic plate could be good for Ilzan.
The ancients themselves will envy our songs about you. Please, don't forget about us. Farewell, my friend.
So it seems like Herogoth, for right now, is okay. So what do we got here? Oh, this doesn't seem good, but it is socketed. That's kind of interesting. I may want to hang on to this, because a rare that's also got 2 sockets is kind of interesting. This is garbage, of course. Don't need this. I don't even know what the meaning of a hatchet dropping is. That's bizarre. And then the bitter brow. No. Okay. And Shadow Knot. 10% faster cast rate, 85 to attack rating. Lightning resist 6, have freeze duration, and 5% better chance of getting magic items. You know what? I might go ahead and put that on. It's only 1% less, but it does a bunch of other things. Plus, the cast rate is pretty nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and wear that. Alright, let's put our stuff away. Yeah, I mean, this is just straight up better than this, right? I could probably get rid of this, I think. Well, the strength requirement is 80, and the strength requirement on this is only 70, but still, it might be time to move on from this. But honestly, we're not hurting for space that much, so I think I'll leave it for now, and I'll put away my Magic Find ring. And now, what we've got to do is head back to Act 1. Let's go ahead and use our teleportation circle here. It's been a while, huh? This is actually pretty cool. And now what we're going to want is our Herodric Cube. And I don't know if you remember, this was quite a while ago, but I did say that we were going to want Wert's leg for something, and we do. What we're going to do today is go ahead and put the Wert's leg in here along with a scroll of Town Portal. We can just put our tome in here, and we're going to transmute it. And this opens up a portal to the secret cow level. A bit of a throwback from the heady days of early video games when there were crazed rumors all the time. There are a couple about Final Fantasy VI in particular I can remember, about General Leo, and the original Diablo was no exception. And I don't know how it all got started, but I believe it was just because there was a cow in the game, and so people made up all these rumors about secret cow levels and whatnot. And the defining feature of all of these was always that you had to do a bunch of crazy things to get in them, but they actually put it in this game. And why don't we get right to it? Let's get in there. We are entering the Moo Moo Farm. And the enemies in here are going to be super numerous. And now the way that this used to work... Oh my god, okay. Is that you had to watch out for the Cow King in here. Basically, you just wanted to be really, really careful that you didn't kill him. Because if you did that, you would be locked out of ever opening this portal again on the difficulty you were on. And the problems with that were numerous, where if you were in a party and someone else did it, you also would get locked out. So basically, you could get punished pretty badly for doing nothing wrong. Somebody else didn't get the memo and they accidentally killed the Cow King, or even purposefully just to mess with you. And you can no longer open the portal. Obviously, you could go on the multiplayer servers and open it again that way. But it all ended up being a big pain, and so they fixed that, so we can go ahead and kill the Cow King, and we'll still be able to do this as many times as we want. we'll just go have to pick up another copy of Wert's Leg by heading into Tristram again. Now, this level is obviously very silly, and is just supposed to be a fun Easter egg, but it is actually a very good farming area. However, because we're only on normal, the drops in here are not going to be particularly exciting. They will be okay, though. They will definitely be acceptable. I almost feel bad for them when they're, like, this high def. Alright, we need to back off because I'm out of mana potions. Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. Oh, and I don't have a Scroll of Town Portal. There's gotta be one around here somewhere, right? No. I'm starting to feel like I've made a terrible mistake. Here we go. Let's get back there and get filled up on potions.
Greetings.
Oh god, I can only buy minor mana potions? That is the worst. Okay, I'll see you back here in a second.
If Tyrael says the World Stone must be destroyed, then it must. We cannot let Baal's corruption prevail. The world will change, true. But who is to say it isn't for the better?
I see, so these are like some last words before we're supposed to go kill Baal, but I do want to include them. So we're back in Act 5 and we're just buying some potions, but I don't want to miss any NPC dialogue related to the end of the game, of course. Alright, let's get back to that cow level. Actually, you know what? While we're here, why don't we just talk to everybody? They've all got exclamation points and they want to talk to us, so let's just get it done.
Good morning. You have done the impossible, hero. Your defeat of the last of the three primevals is a great victory for the light. Strange that you say that the World Stone must be destroyed. The prophecies said nothing about that. Perhaps all we have fought for will be lost. Or perhaps we'll never need fight again.
Somehow I'm guessing that you'll never need to fight again, but not in the way that you're imagining. And what about you, Qualkek?
The destruction of the World Stone does not bode well for our world, but I'll try not to worry. After all, we have warriors like you fighting for us, and for the light. Farewell.
It's nice that he believes in me so much, but I'm pretty sure what we end up doing destroys Hirogath. It is at the very least, like, not clear that anyone from here survived. Okay, let's get back to that cow level. And I definitely want to buy some town portals. Okay, let's go. Here we go. This is a nice mob. The sad move really does it. Alright, gather up, friends. Boy, Ilzan just absolutely shreds them. But once again, we are on normal, so the loot table here will not be particularly exciting, but we are going to go ahead and get this done. It, at the very least, will be a very reasonable XP dump. Boy, look at all these. This is just fantastic.
I am overburdened.
Already full up, wow. But yeah, between the change for the portal to this place and the one to Pindleskin and stuff, I love those little just quality of life improvements. I think they're all really smart and make a ton of sense. Okay, so how am I doing on space here? Not great. Let's see if we can free up some room. Can definitely take this hatchet. And what about you, Grand Charm? Just leave that on the ground for now. All right, let's keep going. They're kind of like Pokemon in a way. Oh, okay. Pokemon that hit pretty hard.
I am overburdened.
Oh, here comes some more. I feel like they just had the voice actors get together and be like, do you guys want to do some moo takes? And they were like, as a matter of fact, yes, I do. Alright, I want like a nice big mob. Here we go. Oh, is that sweet? It just feels good. Alright, I think we're just about ready to town portal it and get some stuff identified.
I can't. Impossible. Impossible.
Ooh, some champions? Alright. And you can tell this is supposed to be just kind of a fun Easter egg area. I mean, they just give you huge mobs, lots of treasure chests, all kinds of good stuff. And it is very, very unbelievable. But, you know, good on the developers for paying attention to their fans. At least the ones that made this game. I'm in a kind of a scary spot here. Okay. And, you know, going out of their way to create an Easter egg like this, I think it's just great. Very tempting to just kind of run around and aggro, like, literally all of them.
I need a key. I need a key.
Out of keys? Come on. I hate that. Alright, let's make sure we've done the whole perimeter. But this place used to be completely insane, where the XP that you would get from it was insanely buffed, like, beyond normal. Or, like, beyond, I guess, what you might expect.
No.
So they had to nerf it a little bit because people would just play this endlessly just to farm XP. And I kind of feel like that's not really what they wanted for it. Like, in my opinion, you shouldn't really make a sort of Easter egg, like, funny just random thing you threw in your game, like one of the best things to be doing in the entire game, right? I would feel like I wouldn't want Diablo 2 to just become a farming simulator, you know? There was a socketed halberd, actually, and that might be a little bit interesting. How many sockets? 3? I may want to hang on to this because there are some rune words that we want to make for our mercenary. It's very, very likely that I will find something better by then, but it's probably worth hanging on to certain socketed things just to make sure I've got something I can do for my mercenary. There is one in particular I'm thinking of. The name escapes me right now, but the point is that it's got like a meditation aura on it, which will help recover our MP.
It's locked.
Which is going to be very good for obvious reasons. Whoa, okay. Is that the Cow King? I think it is. Yep, it totally is. I don't really have time to look. I think he's already down, though. Okay.
I can't carry anymore.
Another rare hand axe. What is the meaning of this? Well, I think we'll come back for those. Yeah, alright, it's probably about time to town, so why don't we go back to where the Cow King's drops were and get some stuff here. Alright, our potion situation is getting a little dicey. And it seems much darker out here than it was before. Which is kind of creepy, honestly. So many stamina potions. Amethyst, I do want that. Okay, let's keep going.
I am overburdened.
Already full, huh?
Can't carry anymore.
Okay, if we are that full up, then I guess we got a town portal again immediately. Oh, let's kill these guys first, though.
I can't carry anymore.
Alright, let's grab some stuff. And you'll notice I've got some light mana potions on me. I don't really want to go all the way back to Act 5 every time I want to buy potions. Considering the fact that we only have 79 mana, I think it'll actually be fine. If a little bit annoying. I have to admit the night having fallen here is kind of freaking me out. And while we haven't found any good equipment, we have found a lot of good gems. We're up to a couple of perfects now. Which is certainly nice to have. But I think maybe we've cleared it. Alright, I do believe the whole level is clear, so let's get out of here. And we're going to identify the rest of the stuff we found.
Yes.
Sell that off, and then we can get started in Nightmare. Yep, that's garbage. Alright, let's get out of here, and I'll see you in Act 1 of Nightmare. Okay, so here we are back in Act 1. Now, it's going to be the same game entirely over again. So we're going to focus a lot less on the story this time and just kind of getting through the quests and finding some sweet, sweet loot. Now, you might be wondering, what makes Nightmare so much harder than normal? Well, let me read off what we have to deal with here. So all the monster levels are going to be increased. Hit points, defense, damage, all that stuff is going to be much, much better. So you can think of Act 1 Nightmare almost as like Act 6, where this is going to be easily comparable to the difficulty of Act 5. Like, the buffs are no joke. They're going to be, monsters are going to have a lot better resistances, and our resistances are going to be a lot worse. I don't know if you remember what they were before, but they weren't negative. So we're going to probably need to, wear some stuff that deals with that, because having negative resistances is very, very bad. So my hireling resistances are reduced by 40, and death here is going to come with an experience penalty. If I would have died in normal, it would have only come with a gold penalty, but now I lose XP on top of it, so we're really, really not going to want to die, but it is much more likely that we will because of the resistance penalties and the strength of the monsters in the environment. Let's see. So the hirelings, my hireling, and if I was a different character class, my summons, they deal 35% damage. So their damage is cut by like 2/3 to act bosses. The duration of freezing and chilling effects and AI affecting curses are reduced by half. That would be my things. They're not reduced by half on me. But my, like, freeze, things like that are all reduced by half for the monsters. So they come back from it really quickly. Life and Mana Leech is reduced by half. So if I was doing, I think Ilzon's got maybe some Mana Leech. So it says 5%, but it's actually going to be 2.5% now. And some of the areas are going to be bigger. And Act 5 is going to have some guest monsters from other acts to increase the difficulty. But now that we've kind of gotten a clear picture of what's going on in Nightmare, let's talk to Warif.
Well met, noble paladin. It's been a while since I've seen any of your kind in the West. It would be an honor to aid you in any way that I can. No doubt you've heard about the tragedy that befell the town of Tristram. For some say that Diablo, the Lord of Terror, walks the world again. I don't know if I believe that, but a dark wanderer did travel this route a few weeks ago. He was headed east to the mountain pass guarded by the rogue monastery. Maybe it's nothing, but evil seems to have trailed in his wake. You see, shortly after the wanderer went through, the monastery's gates to the pass were closed, and strange creatures began ravaging the countryside. Until it's safer outside the camp and the gates are reopened, I'll remain here with my caravan. I hope to leave for Lutke Lane before the shadow that fell over Tristram consumes us all. If you're still alive then, I'll take you along. You should talk to Akara, too. She seems to be the leader of this camp. Maybe she can tell you more.
And I will talk to Akara. I'm going to probably go through the exclamation point ones again, just to avoid being the meme of, like, I don't know who I am or where I am, all I know is I must kill. Like, I'd prefer not to play the game that way.
I am Akara, High Priestess of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye. I welcome you, traveler, to our camp, but I'm afraid I can offer you but poor shelter within these rickety walls. You see, our ancient sisterhood has fallen under a strange curse. The mighty citadel, from which we have guarded the gates to the east for generations, has been corrupted by the evil demoness Andariel. I still can't believe it, but she turned many of our sister rogues against us and drove us from our ancestral home. Now the last defenders of the sisterhood are either dead or scattered throughout the wilderness. I implore you, stranger, please help us. Find a way to lift this terrible curse, and we will pledge our loyalty to you for all time.
I will definitely be doing that.
There is a place of great evil in the wilderness. Kasha's rogue scouts have informed me that a cave nearby is filled with shadowy creatures and horrors from beyond the grave. I fear that these creatures are massing for an attack against our encampment. If you are sincere about helping us, find the dark labyrinth and destroy the foul beasts. May the Great Eye watch over you.
I hope it will, because I am a little nervous about this, honestly. Oh, good. She finally sells, like, greater mana potions and stuff. So our first quest, yet again, is going to be looking for the Den of Evil, and that's exactly what we're going to go do. Let's get to it. Oh, yeah, and there's no Deckard Cain again. We got to rectify that ASAP. I may want to throw in one of my uniques that's going to improve my resistances, but we'll see.
I will cleanse this wilderness.
Wow, XP Shrine right off the bat. But the best part about this is that the loot tables are going to be drastically improved, which is awesome. Another XP Shrine? I mean, I can't use two at once, unfortunately. But it feels good being back in Act 1 as, like, our full build. Wow, and there's a skill shrine here, too. The shrines are generous today. Look at this. I tell you what I'll probably do is run back for that XP shrine before we hit the Den of Evil. And another skill shrine. What is happening? Let's check out this halberd, actually. 4 sockets. That one's interesting, too. Off the top of my head, I don't recall how many sockets Ilzan is going to need for his Runeward weapon that we're going to give him eventually. But it couldn't hurt to hang on to a 3 and a 4. Look at this. Flawless Sapphires dropping in Act 1. It's the best. Yeah, and you see that? Like, my hammer didn't kill that zombie in one hit. Look at that. That's nuts. It's definitely one of those things that, if it's your first time, it's a little bit jarring where you're like, these visually are the Act 1 enemies, but they're just so tough. I don't think I want to go that way just yet. But maybe I do. Okay. See how much damage this poison does now that I have, like, no resistances anymore. And, in fact, some cases negative. Alright, that den's got to be around here somewhere. There's Flavy. Flavy's gonna tell me not to pass, right?
Turn back. I can tell that you need more experience to fight safely in the next wilderness.
She's probably right. In fact, I'm not so sure about this wilderness. What else does she have to say?
Halt. You should complete Akara's quest before venturing further. Search for the den in the wilderness closer to camp.
Thanks, Flavy. She have more?
Turn back. I can tell.
Okay.
Halt. Turn.
She's
halt.
just got an exclamation point forever. Okay. See you later, Flavy. There it is. All right, let's just get right in there.
Evil dwells within this cave.
And so far our damage seems okay. But we'll see when we come to some of the super uniques in here. Like, the thing I'm the most concerned about, obviously, are my resistances. But so far, it's been okay. But we haven't met any, like, lightning enchanted guys yet or anything, so things could get dicey pretty quickly. but I talked about it as it was happening. So forgive me for kind of beating this into the ground, but once again, just because you're, okay, so there's Corpse Fire. Yeah, look at that damage. He leveled up, though, which is nice. Okay, cool.
I can't carry him.
I was a little concerned about how that was going to go, but it seemed to be fine. Let's go ahead and put another point in Vigor. And why don't we get some more Vitality? Maybe I should go Dex. Yeah, let's get some more Dex. I imagine our block chance is, like, horrible. Yeah, average chance to hit me is 50%. That's really high. All right, let's sell off some of this crap. All right, let's pick up some of this stuff and keep killing stuff in here. But what I was gonna say is that, once again, the environment changes do so much for this game, where each act has its own kind of flavor to it. And so even though you're playing the same game over again, it's still really enjoyable. One monster left. Let's find him. And the reason it's enjoyable is because you're just like, oh, I haven't been to Act 1 in a while. This is cool. There's that last monster. Let's put concentration on and let's get him. There we go.
My duty here is done.
And return to Akara for a reward, and we will do that. It's funny, I forgot how annoying it is not to have Deckard Cain with you. Having to identify things one by one is the worst. But let's go get our reward.
You have cleansed the den of evil. You've earned my trust, and may yet restore my faith in humanity. Your reward is training in the skill of your choice.
Yep, so we get that free skill point yet again, and we are going to put that to use right away and go ahead and grab another point in Vigor. Fantastic. And what about you, Kasia?
Welcome, Outlander, to our glorious hovel. I know you're here to challenge the evil that's driven us from our ancestral home. But know this. Akara may be our spiritual leader, but I command the rogues in battle. It will take more than just killing a few beasts in the wilderness to earn my trust. My rogue scouts have just reported an abomination in the monastery graveyard. Apparently, Andariel is not content to take only our living. Bloodraven, one of our finest captains in the battle against Diablo at Tristram, was also one of the first to be corrupted by Andariel. Now you'll find her in the monastery graveyard, raising our dead as zombies. We cannot abide this defilement. If you are truly our ally, you will help us destroy her.
I most certainly will. And that's going to be our second quest. Den of Evil is all wrapped up, and now we've got to go to the Sisters' burial grounds to deal with Bloodraven, but that's going to have to wait until next time because I'm all out of time for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.